And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. The Ducks will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Karapateas. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look safe. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the...
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this number, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that number.
He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll run it again. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Pulls and fires complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes his man miss. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23. And that's where this offense will go to work. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it behind the line. It's Karapateas. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Right back to the well. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown,
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. Or fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Maryland! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Trying to make magic. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
He's brought down at the 38. On the double. And that's a first down for the offense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
The Ducks will have it first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Bridges. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He might want another play. On 4th down, going to the air. Punch it out of the air. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! And they blocked it. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Terrapins look to do some damage in the red zone. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Terrapins!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over a football, that last breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He leaves it with his back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. 3rd down coming.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50.
No gains on the play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. Number 10 on to punt it away.
The kick is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Algier. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half.
Maryland, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Oh, better look out! That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That gets them back to within 10.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll give it to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's good. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quick strike complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Terrapins will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here.
Breaks away in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. There he goes. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to him again. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
On the play. Second down.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there's being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll start this drive with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Karapateas.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Terrapins are flying down the field. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their... Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got some room, it was over. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you needed me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense emergency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Terrapins! Nice catch. Work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And some room to work. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Ducks are marching down the field. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone... Same call. From the gun, the running back has it. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense. Because today...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to...
Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're internal.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. After this, it'll be a wrap. This time, he's got his man. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.